Welcome to Dwyer Field here as the Mason Comets take on their GMC rival, the Middletown Middies. I'm Andrew Little here with Savannah Libby. Savannah, how are you doing?
I'm feeling pretty good tonight, Andrew. I think it's going to be a pretty decent matchup here. You know, the Comets just coming after making history at Coleraine last week, winning 32-6. So I think it's going to be a pretty good game.
Yep, Comets have a lot of momentum right now, 3-1, undefeated in the GMC. And they're going to return the opening kick here. And Middletown, kind of the opposite, 0-3 in the GMC, 1-3 on the season. But this is a nice opportunity here to change the fortunes of their season right at the midway point in the year. AJ King going to kick it off for the Middies. Sean Krukenberg and JC Deaton back to return. And it's a squib. Krukenberg covers it right around the 5-yard line and brought immediately down. Comets thought that one was going to go out of bounds. Instead, they're pinned deep into their own territory. Going to start inside the 10-yard line. And they're going to be led by their veteran quarterback, Larson Brown.
Introducing tonight's officials, the referees, Walter Starks, the umpire, Eric Pierce, the line judge, Maury Allen, the linesman, John Corey, and the back judge, Larkin.
Sophomore Tay Hibbett going to join Brown in the backfield. Jack Ryder and Braden Greer out wide. Brown under center. Going to take the snap. Drops back. Looking for Greer, and Greer has some room. And just a little overthrown there on the out route. Greer had some space.
Braden Greer is one of those players that this year, you know, he's really starting to come into his own. I mean, right now he currently sits 5th in the GMC for receiving yards with 199 on the season for Mason. So I think it'd be interesting to see what he can do this game and how, you know, Larson's going to find him.
Yep, Greer, first career touchdown last week, and really has had a connection with Brown. Quentin Kaler in motion. Brown takes snap out of the shotgun and finds Greer right away as he's moving down the sideline. Breaks through a tackle, gets past the 30-yard line. So again, design touch right there for Braden Greer, targeting him early and often.
Make the stop for the Middies.
And again, Brown going to be lined up in shotgun. Colin Billhorn in the slot next to Greer. Brown takes it again, going to throw it. There's a flag thrown. And the Comets going to back up after a false start.
Peyton off France. If you are in the stadium, please report to the press box. Peyton off France. Thank you.
And again, Brown lined up in shotgun. Middletown in their 3-4. High snap, hands it off to Hibbett. And he can't find the sideline. Brought down by Lamont Chambers.
Hibbett, the ball carrier. He was stopped by Lamont Chambers and DeAndre Goodson.
I think right now the Comets should really just try to focus on just, you know, Larson just trying to find those open people. I don't know if rushing the ball against a defense like Middletown is going to work for them right now.
And Hibbett takes the rush and only gets a few. It's going to set up a 3rd and long. Comets, after that false start, really set them back. They like to establish the run early on. And you can't really do that when you're backed up 10 yards. Now the pressure on Larson Brown. Likely going to be a pass here. And Nick Saylor's in the backfield. Brown takes a snap. And he's looking for Bill Horn. Bill Horn tracks it. And the drop. In double coverage, but Brown was able to find some space and hit Bill Horn. But Bill Horn can't bring that one down, sends out the Comet punt team.
It's a tremendous effort there by Larson Brown. Looks like we're going to have Krugenberg back.
And that punt, we're going to roll to about the 33-yard line. So solid punt from Krugenberg. Now the Comet defense heads out.
As Kastner's been saying earlier in the season, this Comet defense is really what pulls this team together. I mean, it's what he relies on and it's what he knows is always going to work really well. I mean, he keeps trusting this defensive line to put in the work and, bring it home for him.
Absolutely. Coach Kastner puts a lot of pressure on that defense to lead this team, wants to get his best 11 guys out there on the defense. And Kellen Davis, the quarterback from Middletown, out in shotgun. He takes it, and he connects with Talon Malico, their leading receiver, on a quick pass. And Malico is fourth in the GMC in receiving yards so far.
Tyler Dalton and Nick Saylor's made the stop.
Again, Davis in the shotgun. Hands this one off to Chambers, their leading rusher. He's stuffed right away. Now third and short. Middletown. There's a lot of threats here in the run. Kellen Davis, their quarterback, 6'4", 230 pounds. Lamont Chambers, also on the bigger side, about 200 pounds. And they have to throw it. He finds DeMarco Powell, breaks the tackle, gets up to about the 40-yard line after crossing the 50. So first down middies.
As you were saying about Kellen Davis, just one of these quarterbacks who's just a stud athlete. I mean, tremendous size and strength, and his height does a great deal for him.
Yeah, really a physically imposing player. He takes that snap and hands it off to Chambers, and Chambers breaks a tackle. J.C. Deaton tries to bring him down. Now there's a flag, and it takes a slew of Comet defenders to bring him down. But this one likely coming back.
Where do you want to go?
Middletown walking back after that penalty. 10 yards after the holding call. Now first and 20. Middletown would like to use their run game, but we just saw the Comets. They got backed up after a penalty, first and 20, and they weren't able to get. They're going to be first at 15, but still backed up here. Davis takes the snap, rolls out to his right, facing a lot of pressure, and just throws it away.
was pursued by several Comets, and he threw away. That brings up second down.
And Chambers checks back in at running back. He and Davis in the backfield. Davis takes a snap, hands it off. Chambers finds a gap. Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 9.
Mason territory at the 39. It's 3rd down, 9 to go.
Middletown, 3 receivers out left, 1 out right. Davis and Chambers. Davis takes a snap. Comets rushing 5. He takes a shot deep. And Zach Rogers in coverage. Davis cannot connect with Powell. Now 4th and 9. It looks like Middletown's bringing out their punt unit.
It's tough for Middletown to recover after that penalty there for holding.
And Talon Melcote, the receiver, back to punt. Has some trouble getting the snap. And that's a really high punt, but gets some nice bounce. It's going to be down at the 15. But that's not what you want when you're punting inside opposing territory. You really want to back up the team. Now the Comets going to get the ball at the 15-yard line.
You know, something to note about this Comets team is that this year one of their biggest, struggles and strengths has been just trying to get some leadership on the team, and having, Jake Bates out for injury right now isn't really helping them much on the field.
Yeah, Jake Bates, star linebacker for the Comets, really the heart and soul of the team. Blevins in motion. He's going to take that one. Has some space on the left. Only gets about 2. Blevins had a big run off a jet sweep last week. It's been a fun gadget player for them this season, the junior.
It's another one of those players, like Braden Greer, who this year he's really coming into his own and starting to develop himself more as a threat on the field.
Larson Brown under center, takes the snap, hands it off to him, and he fumbles. Picked up by Casanova. Touchdown Middies. And Ronan Casanova, first in the GMC in tackles right now, the star linebacker for the Middies, capitalizes. Got to the backfield right away, blew up the play, and takes it in for a touchdown.
Middy knocked it out, and Ronan Casanova picked it up and ran it in for the touchdown. Middletown 6.
What a swing of momentum there. Ronan Casanova, a player they've leaned on all season, and there makes a big play. AJ King kicking the extra point. It's good through the uprights. Middletown leads 7-0. Savannah, not what we would have expected there. The Middies scoring a touchdown so early into a Comet drive, but just a big-time play from Casanova.
Exactly. I mean, considering that Middletown, they've been lacking a little bit of that momentum this season. They haven't really quite gotten to the point they want to yet. So hopefully this could be a change in momentum for them as they move forward into the rest of the game. Right now, if I were the Comets, I'd be trying to focus up especially on, how we can be more secure and how we're handling the ball on offense, and just really trying to lock in right now.
Yeah, and right there, Brown and Hibbett were a little slow on that handoff, and Casanova blew through the line right away. Just stole the ball right from him. Still early, 6 minutes, 17 seconds left in this first quarter, so a lot of time for the Comets to recover. Their defense was dominant on their one possession so far. And King, the kickoff. Krukenberg and Deaton again to return. Both teams kind of waiting. This King's going to come back to the ball. Now back. Comets trying to keep the energy up on the sideline.
Being led there by Ethan Lee and Aaron Spears, 2 seniors in the team who right now are really just providing most of the hype, just have a lot of energy, just always.
King gets a lot of air on that ball. Right to Krukenberg, blown dead. There's a flag. Right away.
Middletown was offsides.
And Middletown was offsides. So they had a chance. They reset the play earlier on and then still not lined up properly. And that was a good punt. The team really suffering. So Middletown does have the momentum, but right now not showing a lot of discipline.
You know, that discipline is going to be one of the hardest things for them to get a grip on throughout the rest of this game. I mean, last week they only lost by 1 point to Lakota East, so just really trying to stay locked in, work together as a team, and just try to overall just focus up.
And King's kick gonna bounce, and Krukenberg is gonna let it go out of bounds.
The Middletown kick went out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
The referee's deciding where to spot the ball. I will say it went out at the 8. So Comets yet again kind of backed up on their offensive possession. They've been inside their own 15-yard line for each of their 3. And yeah, and Krukenberg touched it, so that's why they are starting back here. You know, normally on a kickoff, the ball goes out of bounds. It's a penalty. You start at the 45. But Krukenberg touched it before it went out. Made the play live.
The 25-second clock is not operational. We will have to keep that on the field. Thank you.
There's an issue with the play clock on the field. The Comets in motion there was Quinn Brown and Quentin Kaler. And Brown hands off to Hibbett. Gets his way to the sideline, makes a nice jump cut at the 20, breaks through a tackle, and gets the first down.
Finally driven out by Roman Casanova, and it's a first down for Mason.
So now Comets have a lot of space here at the 25. And Brown hands it off to Hibbett again. And he's met right at the line of scrimmage by a swarm of middies.
The give goes to Tyler Hibbett. He was pushed back by Christian Luga.
And he's going to be credited with a 1-yard gain there, so just able to push forward. And this Middletown front seven is the strength of their defense. Chambers and Casanova, got two guys they really rely on. And Brown drops back to throw, looking for Greer, and can't track it down. Max Johnson, the sophomore defensive back, made a play on the ball there and knocked it away.
Looking for Braden Greer. This one was broken up.
For Middletown right now, I was talking about how it's important that they keep their momentum going after that quick touchdown common territory. It's really important that their defense holds up their end after the tremendous play they had earlier in the game.
Now, play action. Brown throws the screen to Sailors, grabs it one-handed. Moving down the sideline, he's got a lot of space. Sailors beats a man downfield all the way to the 30. And a big play there was pushed out by DeAndre Goodson. And Sailors just squeezed his way through the line of middies for a huge gain there. Now Comets trying to get their offense moving at a fast pace. And they're right back under center. Brown takes it, gets his Sailors, and he's gotten through. Brought down by Chambers. Mason trying to take advantage. Potentially fatigued defense after that big play.
Makes his fourth tackle of the game for the Middies.
Exactly. Nick Sailors just saw that opening and went for it. Exactly the type of play that the Comets need right now.
Now the Comets slow it down a little bit. Hibbett in the backfield again. And Brown, play action, rolls out left and just stuffed. Sacked by Christian Printup, the senior defensive end. He's holding that left shoulder a little bit.
Broke through and made the sack for Middletown. Loss of about 12 on the play.
Lost a lot of yardage there. Now 3rd and 24. Now you just want to be getting yourself back into 4th down territory. And Brown takes a snap from shotgun and finds Blevins, but he gets hit as he's throwing. A big hit from Jovan Davis. And he's down, and Brown's down. Again, holding that left shoulder. Brown already missed their week 2 matchup against Hamilton due to a left wrist injury. As you can see, he's got it wrapped up. This would be really rough. Comets send their punt team out, but the real concern of that drive is Larson Brown. His injury, he got pummeled multiple times on that drive. Krukenberg gonna punt it. And that ball gonna roll. What a bounce! Comets down at the 1. Nick Sailors heads up play there and just knocks it out. So silver lining there is the middies are gonna be way backed up. The Comets have a chance for a safety and a chance to get the ball back here. But the Comet sideline really just holding their breath right now, hoping that Larson Brown's okay.
Looks like he is getting checked out by the medical team, but they might have to rely on Kaler to come in for the Comets to play at that quarterback position.
Yeah, Quentin Kaler, the tight end, is the emergency quarterback, and he played pretty well at week 2, but definitely limits their offense when it comes to the passing game. Now Comets trying to make a defensive stand here. 1st and 10 at the 1-yard line. Kellen Davis takes snap in shotgun and hands it off. Chambers is going to push his way up for a couple yards. Excuse me, that was Eric Schroeder, the other half of this midi running back tandem. And now Chambers going to get onto the field. And Schroeder, the smaller of the two backs. So a little surprising there that they used him when you needed some yardage, but able to get a little bit of a cushion there now at the 3-yard line. Davis takes the snap, but flag thrown before you get the play off. Chambers upset. He thought he had a hole. And a false start. And so the good news is when you false start this close to the goal line, it doesn't set you back too much, but you're going to be lined up right on the goal line again. Half the distance to the goal, so at the 1.5-yard line, and Middletown just lost all the progress they made on the first down. And timeout. Mason defense trying to get the crowd into it after that midi timeout. Savannah, if you're Middletown, what are you saying? Your huddle right now backed up very far in your own territory, only second down.
I'd say right now their biggest priority is just trying to get some sort of yardage. I think that, you know, they could try to rush it right now. I think they could wait on passing potentially. But, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea considering you have Kellen Davis at quarterback. So I think the biggest thing for them is just trying to get out of that positioning so the defense can't, you know, push them back into the end zone.
Yeah, and the Comets with a really strong pass rush. Something I'd consider here, maybe a QB run with Davis, considering his size, going to be hard to bring down. But we'll see what Coach Don Simpson dials up here on 2nd and 11. And Davis takes it, and he is going to throw it. And then he runs, almost sacked, but he stays up and pushes his way all the way up for a first down. So there's that physicality we've been talking about with Davis. Got hit in the end zone, but able to stay up and move the chains.
You know, you're exactly like you were saying, Andrew. Just, you know, how he's hard to take down because of his size. I mean, he is really one of those athletes who's just tremendously has the ability and the athleticism to just kind of move along with what the team needs.
So Middletown now has some space for the first time on this drive. Davis trying to get his team ready. He takes the snap, hands it off to Chambers, and he's met by Kai Woolfolk close to the line. Gets a gain of about 2.
Chambers, the ball carrier, and Kai Woolfolk again.
And the Comets really need Kai Woolfolk to step up this week with no Jake Bates. Middies have 4 wide receivers lined up. Chambers in the backfield. And Davis takes the snap. He will throw it. Sensing pressure, he just runs with it. And gets the first down and a little bit more.
Looks like they had Larson Brown take his pads off on the sideline. Still being checked out by the medical team. But doesn't look like he's going to be playing for at least a good part of the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, it would be a big loss for the Comets if they miss him for significant time. Yeah, and on the sideline, Coach Quentin Kaler getting talked to by the offense coordinator. My dad, Coach Little, in the headset. And Davis gets wrapped up by the Comet defense. And Malachi Reed going to be credited with the sack there.
Again, it was Kevin Davis.
Now 2nd and 15.
Malachi Reed was there along with Bryce Falk.
Middy's the player in motion. Then handed off. That's Mailcoat. And he gets it past the 25 up around the 28-yard line. Sets up a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Looks like Brown isn't even moving his left arm.
Now Middy's with 3 receivers out right. And just shields out on the left. Davis rolls out. What a block there from Chambers. And Davis maneuvering his way through the pocket. And he finds his receiver. Chandler shields for the first down. And Davis been really evasive in the pocket so far. Comets. Doesn't matter what pressure they put on him. He's finding a way to make a throw.
And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Middletown leads 7-0. We'll be back after a short break.
And we're back here for the second half. Middletown currently leading the Comets 7-0. Middletown on offense has it at their own 40-yard line. And their quarterback, Kellen Davis, takes a snap here. Mailcoat in motion. Davis was looking for Max Johnson there, but mistimed the throw.
The quick pass was intended for Max Johnson. It was in
Max Johnson, just another one of those talented sophomores that Middletown has. You know, really trying to rely on some of that younger athletic talent just to try to get to where this team needs to be and try to continue that momentum.
Again, Middletown with 4 receivers out, so they've been using these 4 receiver sets a lot, trying to match up against the Comet defense. Mailcoat again in motion. He's going to take the handoff. And brought down by Aaron Spears at the 45. And a flag thrown in the backfield.
Weston Simmons was there for the Comets, assisted by Aaron Spears.
And this one's going to be on the middies.
There is a flag. The ball carrier was Talon Malcoat.
Seems to me right now the biggest thing that Middletown's running into is they just keep running into all these penalties, and it's really just preventing their offense from, you know, trying to get that momentum to where they would need to be. I think it's been one of the biggest struggles for them this season, and probably will continue to be until they can try to, you know, pinpoint a way for them to stop getting as many penalties as they're getting right now.
Yeah, and that discipline's been an issue for Middletown for a long time. You know, Coach Don Simpson starting to get, you know, he's been here for a couple years now, and he's straightened some things out. They're a little more disciplined than they used to be, but I mean, it's kept them out of games before. Last year, you know, the Middletown, a younger team, but they had some decent athletes, and they got blown out by the Comets simply because every time they had a big play, you know, they seemed to have something go wrong against them, whether that was a penalty or a blown assignment. Now Davis finds Mailcoat, tries to jump cut, brought down by Rogers, but Rogers tackles him with the face mask, and he knew right away. costly mistake by Rogers there. Because now he's going to give the Middies a fresh set of downs. And Mailcoat moving down the open field. Positioned himself well there. Rogers got a little desperate with the tackle.
You know, if you're the Comets right now, you can't be really afford to be making those type of mistakes, especially with how close they are with Middleton.
And Chambers takes the carry and another flag thrown. Chambers pushed out of bounds at around the 40. And now 3 straight plays, penalties.
Made the stop, but there's another penalty in this game.
Just another penalty there on Middletown. Looks like it was holding.
And another time just shooting yourself in the foot, putting your team in a bad situation with these penalties. You just caught a huge break because of the Comet penalty, and now you set yourself back another 10 yards. And there's some issues with the game clock again, holding up the play here. .11 minutes left in the second quarter. And Davis takes the snap. And he hands it off. And Schroeder stuffed by Nick Sailors.
Yet again, just another example of what I was talking about with that Comet defense. Just incredibly reliable here. I mean, Kastner really just counts on them to just put it away.
Yeah, Nick Sailors, when they moved him to defense this year for that exact reason. Wanted to have a dominant team. And Sailors, he's been a breakout for them. And Davis, back to throw. Find some space, looking downfield. And Adesanya putting a lot of pressure on him. Takes the quarterback down, and Davis forced to throw it away. And Tammy Adesanya, the sophomore linebacker, he's starting today in place of Jake Bates. He's a player the Comets are really excited about his future. And he's made a couple plays so far tonight.
I mean, on the football field, has tremendous potential, as well as, you know, he's one of the varsity thrower in Mason track, right up there with Aaron Spears. So just tremendous athlete.
Now sets up 3rd and 22 after that penalty, and then the Nick Sailors stuff. And Davis looking to throw, a penalty flag thrown, and Krugenberg nearly picks it off. Mikkel Dorn collided with him, forced Krugenberg to drop it. But still a nice pass break up there from the safety.
Krugenberg this year has just become one of those players who can really just do it all for the Comets. I mean, he's coming in, you know, punting when he needs to, just being able to be a reliable player for the Comets who's consistently giving out his best effort. You know, last week he got a penalty for showboating at the Coleraine game after a touchdown, but, you know, really is one of those players for the Comets who just consistently shows up.
And now he's going to be taking this punt return. The Comets elected to decline that penalty. And Mailcoat punts it away. Kicked out of bounds, so Krugenberg will not have a chance to return it. And Quentin Kaler coming onto the field as the quarterback. It's going to be the big storyline, at least for the immediate part of this game.
The Middies punt went out of bounds at
So his backup, sophomore Cale Jordan, going to now be lining up at tight end.
9:51 remaining in the first half.
A two tight end formation here. It's Quinn Brown also there, and then Hibbett in the backfield. Quentin Kaler takes the snap under center. And he hands it off to Hibbett. He puts the ball on the ground again. If there's one thing that you can criticize the sophomore for this season, it's been his ball security. But he took a big hit there. Comets will retain possession, but now the trainer's coming out. So that hit might have played a factor in that drop.
Ben Cravens came up with it for the Comets.
Comets just lost their quarterback. Don't want to lose your starting running back here. We're going to head to a short break while Hibbett gets tended to. And Hibbett walks off the field on his own power. It appears to be a wrist injury, which, you know, the hit to the wrist would explain the fumble. Hopefully he's okay.
Be a tough loss here for the Comets. You know, having Larson Brown out on the sidelines. Looks like for maybe the rest of the game.
And Jordan in motion. Kaler in shotgun takes it. And there is a flag thrown, but that snap was high. False start. And one thing to note about Quentin Kaler, there's a difference. One of the differences between he and Brown is that Kaler prefers an under center, and Larson Brown really feels comfortable in the shotgun. So that could have played a factor there in that snap. So the Comets really set back here. 2nd and 12, but just lost all the gain that Hibbett had. Ryder and Greer out left. Jordan in motion. And Sailors is stuffed.
Nowhere to go for Nick Sailors because
Larson Brown has a sling on the sidelines. So probably safe to assume we won't be seeing him for a while. Really unfortunate for the Comets. Ryder in motion. Kaler takes the snap, rolls to his left. He finds Greer. Another flag thrown. Seems to be the story of the game so far.
the pass was complete. Clinton Kaler.
Greer was short of the sticks, but this penalty is on the Comets.
You know, hopefully they don't start to feel the loss of Hibbett too soon here.
Middletown declines that penalty, and the Comets forced to send out their punt team. Now just under 8 minutes left in the first half. Kind of been a disaster half for this offense. Haven't even had a chance. Injuries to their quarterback and running back, and a scoop and score on your first or your second drive. The Comets, they meet Doran right as he catches it at the 30. So Middletown set up with decent field position.
And 2 other Comets. Good coverage by Mason.
This really is an opportunity here for Middletown. This Comet offense now on their second quarterback, their second running back.
The Mason High School Marching Band will perform a portion of their 2022 show.
And Davis. Our audio just went off. Audio. Again, Middletown doesn't.
A swarm of Comets led by Kyle.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 8. From Davis. Davis takes the snap in motion and finds Melcote, but he drops it. Can't bring that one in. Sets up 4th down. So much needed 3 and out there from the Comet defense.
It looks like the Middies will punt as Callan Melcote comes in.
Malacote, after dropping the pass, now going to punt it. And it's blocked! Weston Simmons, running back, safety, special teams ace. He does it all. His dad, Darren Simmons, the special teams coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals. And he's going to be proud of that play. The Comets set up really good positioning here now in the red zone. That's exactly what they needed. 3 and out. Blocked punt.
At the 18-yard line.
Looks like Hibbett's still being checked out by the medical team. Larson seems to be out for the rest of the game. So Kaler is going to have to take on a bit more responsibility coming up here soon.
Evan Kaler under center. Weston Simmons, who just blocked the punt in the backfield. He takes the handoff. Makes a couple guys miss. And he's going to get close to the 10-yard line. And so normally the Comets like to have a committee, but 2 of their running backs are out right now. Jake Bates, who's out for the game, then Tay Hibbett went out earlier. And Weston Simmons is more of the quick back. They like to use him in 2-minute drill situations or when they need it's an obvious receiving down. But now he's going to be forced to have a much larger role. There has a nice run. Kaler takes it and finds Greer, but broken up by the middies.
The pass was from
And Gavin Thigpen, the safety, is the one who broke up that pass.
and then it just fell away.
Now going to be 3rd and 4.
Third down.
Comets would really like to walk away with a touchdown here after being set up in their red zone. This is a huge 3rd down. 2 wide receivers out left. Hands it off to Simmons, who's going to force his way close to that 1st down marker.
Once again, as you were saying, Andrew, Weston Simmons just having to take on that bigger role, having, 2 of their star running backs out right now. Really just stepping up tremendously for this team. I mean, if I were the Comets here, my biggest priority would just be just try to keep pushing slowly. I mean, they have some time here. So, I mean, it is 4th down. It's 4th and 2. So, I mean, it's definitely manageable here.
Yep, and 4th and 2. Now Sailor's in the game. And Kaler just going to run it up. Touchdown, Quentin Kaler. Follows his offensive line, breaks a couple tackles, and finds the end zone. So the Comets on the board for the first time tonight.
I mean, that's huge for the Comets here. I mean, hopefully the momentum now will just kind of shift towards their favor after that big play from Kaler. Just making a smart move there, just finding the opening.
And Chase Blevins here for the extra point, looking to tie it up, and it's good. 7-7 ball game, and now 5 minutes left in the half. The Comets have opened things up. No Brown, no Hibbett, no problem there. And it's going to be an uphill battle from here without your starting quarterback and running back. But that drive was a big part of getting some momentum.
I think the biggest thing the Comets were struggling with after that Middletown touchdown is just that mentality of, being down, whether it's by a few points or by a touchdown, regardless, has a big impact on how you play. I mean, I know that they were hungry for some more power plays, and I think that they're starting to get that. Even with the loss of Larson and Hibbett right now, Comets still trying to work their way through that.
Now Colson Bunch, the soccer player and football player, pulling double varsity duty. Gonna kick it off here. Comet sideline getting excited. Finally something to cheer about after what's been an unfortunate start offensively. And Bunch just came off the field. Blevins out to kick, so a last-minute kicker change. Bunch has been the kickoff man all year long. But now Blevins, who just kicked that extra point for the kickoff. It's a good kick. Finds Chambers. Chambers breaking a couple tackles. Took the 27-yard line.
I mean, after the play that Blevins just had, with that touchdown and how well he's kicking this game, it's not really that much of a surprise to me that there'd be a change in kickers, almost mid-game.
Yeah, it was weird there. His bunch was already out, ready to kick. All of a sudden, the Comet sideline called him off, and Comet special teams unit wasn't really expecting that, but still able to get a good kickoff. And now Davis wind up, takes the snap, looking left, facing a lot of pressure. He evades it, and Spears can't bring him down. Nearly intercepted by Kai Woolfolk.
Was there for the Comets in the pass.
Kai Woolfolk, just another one of those players this year that's stepping up for the Comets. I mean, as you said earlier, he's kind of being forced to this game, you know, with the Comets having some big losses for injury. But, you know, just another one of those players that is really just getting his varsity time.
And Schroeder runs there for a short gain.
Malachi Reed and Kai Woolfolk on the bottom of the car.
Sets up
Third down.
3rd and long. And if the Comets can get back the second straight 3 and out here, that would be huge. Davis in the shotgun, Chambers next to him. He's looking to pass. Facing rush from Falk and McMains. And Falk gonna bring him down, so a huge sack there. And now way backed up. Comets not only gonna get the ball, but get the ball with some good field positioning. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, so plenty of time to get another drive going. And they also received the second half kickoff. Their possession really well for the rest of this game.
McManus and Caden Davis make a stop for the Comets on that big loss.
Referee signaling, get the clock running. And Malakote going to be punting it for the middies, almost backed up in the end zone, just to show you how big of a sack that was. And Krukenberg takes the punt. He's up by the 40. He's gone. He's got some space. Nearly gets to the 25-yard line. Comets in great field position yet again.
Showing a little bit of a special case spirit. Returns are all the way.
You know, after that tremendous play there from McManus and from Falk, and just forcing, you know, Middletown back to have their punting team come out, and then having Krugenberg make that strong play. Comets really starting to turn the game into their direction, you know, get that momentum back.
Yep, and now Kaler, who just scored a touchdown, back leading the charge for the Comets. Takes a snap under center, hands it off to Sailors, who stopped shortly after crossing the line of scrimmage.
Christian Prella made the stop. With second down, 8 to go.
I'd say right now the Comets have a couple different choices as to, you know, what they could do. They still have quite a bit of time left, and with them having all their confidence right now after a couple of those strong plays, Kaler has a couple of different ways he could go with this one.
Kaler takes the snap, and now he's just going to tuck it and run. And pushed out of bounds, just short of the first down marker. Going to be third and short. Pushed out there by Terrell.
Taylor did pick up the Comet first down.
And they're going to say he did get the first down. Stretched the ball across the line, so good break there for Kaler. Just under 2.5 minutes left in this first half. Comets have a chance to get themselves a lead. Jack Ryder on an island to Kaler's right. Blevins in motion on the left, and he's going to take it. Breaks right, following the block from Jordan, but doesn't get much else. It's a short gain.
Wrapped up by DeAndre Goodson.
And his helmet came off there, so Billhorn is going to check in now at slot receiver.
Second and 9. The Comet Black Hole, always enthusiastic, cheering loudly again tonight. We have installed a noise monitor in front of the Black Hole, and we have the winners of tonight's loudest fan competition.
So Kaler looking for Sailors. And it was, he threw that one laterally, but the referees say it's a live ball. Recovered by Billhorn. And when you have those little check down passes, if you don't throw it forwards, it counts as a fumble. And their Comets catch a break. So Sailors in the backfield again. Ryder out left. Billhorn and Greer on the right. Kaler takes the snap from the shotgun, but offsides. Christian Princeps, who had a sack earlier, just got a little antsy there, jumped the snap. So the Comets going to regain all of the territory they lost on that fumble.
One of the main leaders, Nick Stroud, the staff master, Jack Heimbach, Drew Cox, Sam Alton, and Monica Reed. These Comets making the most noise, showing the most spirit tonight, but the entire Black Hole getting it done again.
Looks like there's a fan competition in the Black Hall for who can cheer the loudest. It's a way to try to encourage some energy within the student section.
Yep, and this Comet student section very excited now as their team in the red zone looking to score with just over a minute left in the half. And Kaler takes the snap, drops back, sensing pressure, just scrambles. And gonna get stopped about the 11-yard line. Clock still running. It sets up 4th down, so the Comets have a decision to make here. Do you want to go for it or opt for the field goal? And right now their offense is staying out on the field. The clock continues to tick. Now under 40 seconds to go. And that field goal team is ready right there on the sidelines, just waiting orders. And the Comets just run the clock down. Likely will kick it here. Chase Blevins, who nailed his extra point with the field goal attempt. Be it from 29 yards. Yeah, Kastner calls a timeout with 12 seconds left in the half. We'll do a little bit of a first half recap here. Comets stopped the Midi offense on their first drive, then got the ball back, and Ronan Casanova scoop and score a touchdown, put the Middies ahead, and then Middletown's offense could score again. Larson Brown, Tay Hibbett both go down for the Comets. Their offense stalls a bit, but back-to-back 3 and outs, a blocked punt from Weston Simmons set up a Quentin Kaler touchdown, and now in the red zone again, looking to get the lead 10-7. So Blevins getting ready to kick it 29 yards. And he gets it up. No good. Just a little left. So now 7 seconds left if the Middies want to have an opportunity before the half.
Still 7-7.
The Comets probably didn't expect to go into the half tied up, but things have just not been going their way.
I think if I'm the Comets going into halftime, biggest thing that, I think Kastner would be telling his team is just, you got to have that communication on the field right now, especially with some of your key players out for injury. You got to rely heavily on some of those backups. But, those backups right now are what's keeping this team together, drawing them in, and helping them try to get that momentum back, which it seems like they have been throughout a good part of this second quarter.
Yep, and Davis kneels it, so it's going to send this game to halftime. Comets and Middies tied 7-7. We'll be back with all the second half action in a little bit. And we are back for the second half. Comets and Middies tied 7-7. The story of the first half for the Comets was injuries. Larson Brown, their starting quarterback, Tay Hibbett, their main rusher, both suffered injuries. And it's been a closer game than they probably expected. Colson Bunch will be kicking off. And Bunches, it's a squib kick. And the Comets got it. So kind of a half squib, half onside kick there. Kicked it really high. And the Comets recovered it past the 10 yards. Really gutsy decision from Coach Kastner. But it pays off. And what a statement to make. Officials going to confirm things.
So far, we know that Colson Bunch
And
tried the onside kick. It looked like a good one.
they're saying Middletown's going to get it. Comet sideline. Very upset. Demanding answers.
Jumped on it, but it has
Nick Sailors, who recovered it in shock.
It went out of bounds, and it'll be the Middies' ball.
They're going to say it went out of bounds. Sailors was certain he got his feet in, but that kickoff going to be out of bounds. Out of bounds after he touched it. And Middies will start at 39. And Davis throws it deep. Finds Chandler Shields. And he dropped it. Ball hit the ground. No catch. And a really missed opportunity there. That would have been a 20-plus yard gain. Davis and Shields frustrated after that play.
Great effort by Chandler Shields, but he could not quite come up with it on second down and 10.
And Davis takes a snap, hands it off to Chambers, already flag thrown in the backfield. And Chambers met immediately
Chambers
by Woolfolk.
by Kai Woolfolk.
And penalty, likely holding. And it is holding on the Middies. But Comets decline instead.
Holding penalty.
Gonna go with the third and long.
Brings up a third down.
This would be a big 3 and out, really quick possession. Comets stacking the box. Davis in shotgun facing pressure. Gonna find Chambers. And he gets stuck. J.C. Deaton makes a big time tackle from the secondary. Now 4th down.
Was right there to bring down Ramon Chambers.
Yet again, one of the biggest things that this Middletown team needs to focus on is just controlling their penalties. I mean, there's been multiple holding calls this game, which have, cost them that possession entirely, and they don't seem to be able to recover after, receiving one of those calls.
Yeah, really sets you back there, but at that point it didn't even matter because the penalty was declined, but the discipline definitely something they need to work on. Just the morale right now for Middletown, not where it should be. You're tied with the Comets team that everybody coming into this game thought was better than you. So Middletown in a very good position, but still it doesn't really feel like it with the way they're playing right now. And now Quentin Kaler in at quarterback out to lead the charge. Nick Sailors and running back, so neither Brown or Hibbett out for the second half. And Brown already out of uniform. He's done for the night.
47-yard line.
Say Hibbett still getting looked at. And a flag there. The Middies got a lot of jersey on that tackle. Kaler didn't go down for a while, but it's a big loss. And it is a holding call. Comets backing up anyways.
Quarterback keeper, holding Comets.
You know, as you were saying earlier about the position that, you know, Middletown's in right now, it's not a bad position for them to be in. I mean, considering how close they are in score to the Comets. But it's not exactly ideal either. I mean, Comets are playing down a little bit, it seems like to me, just with having some of those big losses to injury and, you know, having to have Kaler step in. And I mean, aside from week 2, quarterback's not a position he's really played since, you know, he was in middle school. So it's just another one of those situations where they're just trying to weigh their options pretty heavily and, you know, try to get that momentum back into their favor, which it doesn't seem like they've been able to do.
Jordan in motion. Kaler takes the snap, hands it off to Sailors, makes a nice jump cut, and breaks through a tackle. Gets up near midfield.
Nick Sailors. Gavin Thickpen and Ramon Chambers, the Middletown tacklers.
It's one of those things with, you know, everyone did come into the game. I mean, at least I know that the Comets came into this game, you know, thinking they had the upper hand here against Middletown, but still have to put in that consistent effort.
Big time shift from the Comets. And Kaler hands it off to Sailors again. Sailors following those lead blockers. And reaches out. And that was a nice gain on second down. If he had gotten through one more defender, he'd have been gone.
Christian Prima pounced on him right at the end.
Doesn't work. Sailors brought down near the line of scrimmage. Now the Comets gonna be forced to punt again. Missed opportunity on that drive. Again, they got to lean on their defense. Krukenberg be back there to punt. And he's run with it. It's a fake. They've done this a couple times throughout the year, and he's got the first down. It's close, but yeah, official signal first down. So remember, at the top of this half, the Comets went for the onside kick, thought they got it. Ended up being Middletown possession, and there they go for some more trickery on special teams, and it works out. First down Comets. Big shift in momentum right there.
Looks like it was exactly what this Comets team, you know, needed from where they were heading after that loss of yardage, and considering the tremendous amount of just strategic ability and momentum that they had in that last drive, it's worked out extremely well in the Comets' favor.
Now Kaler under center. He's going to fake the Sailors. Throws it on the move to Jordan. And he gets the catch. And I believe that's Cale Jordan's first varsity reception. Recently moved to tight end. And then now that Kaler filling in for Brown at quarterback, Jordan is his backup and making a splash here at the varsity level. Nice play from the sophomore. Kaler. And second and medium. Gets it to Simmons. He gets very little yardage. Blevins comes on the field. So maybe the Comets will opt to go to a jet sweep with him. They've dialed that up a couple times. 3rd and 6 here at the Midi 31. This is 4-down territory. Kaler takes a snap. Runs to his left. Gonna keep it. And he's still going. 1st down and more. Kaler tough to bring that down. Makes something out of nothing there. 1st down Comets.
Just Quentin Kaler, once again, just being the quarterback that this team needs, stepping in at a crucial moment after Larson, is out for injury. He just has a tendency to run the ball, and it seems to be working out really well tonight, especially after that touchdown the Comets had earlier in the first half. Seems to be working out exactly how this team needs.
Jordan in motion. Kaler takes it to the Sailors again. Barrels his way through for a nice small gain. About 4. Now the Comets in the red zone. Last time they got here, unable to get any points. So they can convert on 3rd down, and then Blevins missed the 29-yard field goal.
2nd down and 7 now for the Comets.
Kaler takes it, and it's a designed run, following his blockers. He gets a short gain there. Going to set up 3rd and short. It'll be 3rd and 5 as they mark him down. Not a very generous spot.
3rd down and 5 for the Comets.
Yet again, the same thing I was saying earlier, just about Quentin Kaler's ability to just run the ball and be able to work around Middletown's defense.
Now Kaler, big 3rd down play here. He's going to take it. Scrambling to his right. He does not find his target. Looking for Braden Greer. But that ball hits the ground, and the field goal unit going to come out. So this one will be from 32. And Colson Bunch going to kick it. So Chase Blevins kicks their extra points in the short yardage field goals. He just missed one from 29. Anything really from 30 out is Colson Bunch territory. This will be his first field goal of his career. And it's up. And good. Colson Bunch connects. 32-yard field goal. Puts the Comets up 10-7, and he gets his first field goal of his high school career. What a moment for the senior. He's a soccer player. If you would have told freshman Colson Bunch that he'd be kicking a field goal on Friday night, he probably would have told you were crazy. But that's just the way the world worked out. Just gave the Comets their first lead.
I mean, it's incredibly interesting to just see the pipeline of those varsity soccer players who just kind of drift towards that kicker role that, this Comets varsity football team needs. I mean, last year you had Jacob Hernandez, who's, strong for the Comets, and this year you have Colson Bunch, who's also just one of those soccer guys, just continuously becoming a strong kicker and for this Comets team. It's going back out right now as we go into start this next drive.
Yeah, and part of that coincides with Nate Baer becoming the head coach of the Mason men's soccer team. That's something he wanted to note. Hernandez and Bunch, too. They call them culture guys on the soccer team, and they fit right in with this Mason culture. Created some reliable kicking for the team. And now Bunch going for the kickoff. And touchback. Nearly pinned them at the 1. Really strong kick from Bunch. Now this Comet defense, they've been excellent. Have not given up a point today because the only touchdown was a fumble recovery for a touchdown from Ronan Casanova. This Comet defense is one of the best in the GMC. This is a conference with several elite defensive units. You know, you talk about Lakota West, Princeton.
First and 10, Middletown. From their own 20-yard line. 4 minutes left in the quarter.
Now Davis gonna take the snap. Goes to Molly. And brought down by McMains. A couple other Comet defenders. And Malako, they've used him in motion a lot, but hasn't had a lot of success on that jet sweep run.
Lynn Green McManus was there for the Comets, along with Kyle Wilton.
It's up 2nd and 7 from the 23. And this third quarter has gone by fast. Only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left before the fourth quarter. Davis takes a snap, drops back to throw, facing a lot of pressure. Met by Malachi Reed and brought down right near the line of scrimmage. And so scrambled there. Davis scrambled there, but just a little too late. And he's brought down by another Davis, Caden Davis. Along with a couple other, that was the Comet defensive linemen. Sets up crucial 3rd and 5. Comets looking to get another one of those 3 and outs. Now timeout from Middletown.
Fans, make sure you head to Plato's Closet this weekend to get all the latest style trends at a fraction of the price. Plato's Closet is a proud sponsor of Mason Athletics.
So right now, I'd say the important thing for Middletown would just be trying to figure out a way to get through that Comets defense. I mean, as you were saying, they're one of the best in the GMC, kind of become, impenetrable tonight. So I'd say the key thing right now especially is just trying to figure out some sort of way to just try to get the Comets defense just off their game. We're just trying to see some sort of opening.
And now Davis in the shotgun ahead of this important 3rd and 5. Wolfhoek blitzing, and they call the play dead. False start. Another mistake and penalty from Middletown. They've been racking up penalties all night long.
Exactly. I mean, you were saying earlier how it's one of their biggest weaknesses as a team and as an offense, and especially going against the Comets squad and how strong suited they are. It's not really doing them any favors, especially just because of how well this Comets team is shutting them down. Looks like there was a flag on the play there.
Yep, so Middletown getting pushed back after their false start. Now 3rd and 15 instead of 3rd and 5. And that really changes your script. And Woolfolk nearly hits him. And Malakote there tried to make something happen, but was just hit right away by Woolfolk, brought down by Falk in that Comets defensive line. And now bringing out the punt unit. Comet defense just been dominant tonight. And Krukenberg fields the punt. He's got some space past the 50-yard line. Good return there. Now for the first time, the Comets offense heading out with a lead. And they can finally, slow the pace down a little bit. Definitely a sigh of relief from them playing ahead. And I expect a lot more running, and the game script definitely going to change now. But 1 minute and 36 minutes left, or 1 minute 36 seconds left in this third quarter. We're about to head into the home stretch of the game. And Kaler and Weston Simmons in at QB and running back. And Jordan again in motion. Kaler hands it off to Simmons. He's met right at the line of scrimmage.
Weston Simmons pushed back by Christian Printup. Second and 10 for the Comets.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Comets here. Not exactly an ideal place to be. But, I mean, as you were saying, earlier, Andrew, they do have some time to slow down the pace of the game.
See if they have to run the ball again, and they do. Simmons takes the handoff. Now a little bit of scrapping going on. Flags thrown.
Not much room for Weston Simmons.
And it's a personal foul on Middletown. So tempers flare a little bit after that play. Comets get a new set of chains. Can't let that happen if you're the Middies. Close game. You're in a position where a lot of people didn't think you were going to be in heading into this game. And the discipline has been a factor all night. But you usually suspend these holdings and false starts there. You can control unnecessary roughness. You can control your actions after the play. Just putting your team in a bad spot. Comets looking to capitalize. Kaler under center. Play action to Simmons, and he's looking for Quinn Brown, the tight end. So quarterback Larson Brown's brother Quinn stepping up in his absence. Gets them for another set of downs for the Comets, and they move into the red zone.
That personal foul there on the Middies is really going to hurt them here. I mean, just one of the things that's universal kind of in sports is that you can't really control what the other team does. You can prepare for it, but you never really know what's going to happen. You have to work around it. But I mean, your temper and your attitude, something that you can always control. And I mean, the coaches are always going to treat that as the number one priority. And I mean, it goes along with team culture and just overall.
Yep, and we're going to head to a short break here. As we head to the fourth quarter, Comets lead 10-7, and they're in Middletown's red zone. And we're back after that short break. Comets lead the Middies 10-7 in the red zone. Now Quentin Kaler gonna take the snap. Ryder in motion. Kaler, direct snap, runs it, and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kaler tries the left side, but DeAndre Goodson was there for the Middies.
You know, if I was the Middies right now, I would start becoming more prepared for that action from Kaler. I mean, it's been multiple times now this game where he's opted to run the ball rather than to throw it. I think it's actually probably one of his favored.
Yep, Kaler definitely a dual threat quarterback, so even though they don't have Brown's arm, Kaler does add a little bit of a rushing threat that they don't have normally. And now Kaler hands it off to Simmons, makes a nice jump cut. Moving up, going to get close to that first down, but brought down by a lot of middies. Going to bring up third and about third and 5. Excuse me.
Big play that time for Weston Simmons.
And if they don't convert here, we'll be interested to see if they opt to go for the field goal or the touchdown. Touchdown will give them a 2-score lead. Field goal, you don't have 6 points. Middletown could go down the field, score a touchdown, and with the pace that these teams have been playing, 10 minutes can fly off the clock like that. Big shift from the Comets. Kaler hands it off to Simmons, and he's mad at the line. A flag thrown pretty late.
Gabe Terrell made the stop.
Simmons was brought down by Gabe Terrell. And officials conversing. And it's a personal foul. Face mask on the defense. Another costly penalty. Going to give the Comets a new set of downs. And now half the distance to the goal.
I'd say Middletown, as we've been saying the entire game, their biggest problem is just their discipline on the field. I mean, with how close the Comets are right now, I mean, first down, got plenty of time on the clock. It wouldn't be a bad decision to try to opt for a touchdown here.
Yeah, now you got the new set of downs. You don't have to worry about that decision. Hands it off to Simmons. He's got space on the left. And a big tackle there again from Terrell. Simmons looked like he was going to have the touchdown there, but Terrell with the pursuit gets that tackle for loss.
Gabe Terrell. Terrell tripped him up.
Terrell is one of the members of the defense for this Middletown team that, through most of the game has been pretty consistent with his tackles. And just really showing up for his team right now.
And now Comets in motion again. Kaler taking it under center. Again, hands it off to Simmons. And only gets a few yards. Now setting up third down. So that last play really probably was their best opportunity for a score. But the big time play from Terrell essentially changed the course of this game. Middies can make a goal line stand here. They're going with a lot of momentum. Under 9 minutes left in the game. Right here, biggest play of the game so far. Kaler in shotgun. Gonna take the snap. It's high. He holds on to it, but he's sacked. And another flag is thrown. And this one is on the Comets. They get a holding, so right after the high snap, offensive line panics a bit and holds. And now, you might have just pushed yourself out of an easy field goal. Definitely now have to go for the kick. And again, it's going to be a 32-yard field goal, so Bunch just hit one a few minutes ago from the same distance. And flag immediately after the snap. And that kick would have been good, but it's offsides on Middletown. They're talking to the refs. So now Bunch can have a little bit of an easier kick, but probably wishes he could just have that last one.
Offsides middies. So the trio of Weston Simmons and
Bunch back again to kick. Zach Rogers holding the ball for him. And another penalty. Offsides again. This lack of discipline just continues to show up. And now the Comets, they can go for it if they want to. And another flag thrown, and that one definitely going against the middies.
a couple of penalty flags on that last field goal attempt.
I mean, purple and yellow are complementary colors, Andrew. And I'm starting to think that, you know, that's just the biggest problem for this team. I mean, throughout that first quarter they're holding on a little bit, had the momentum in their favor, and then they go and during, you know, crucial time, I mean, they're only down by 3 points right now, and it was expected to be, you know, much more of a blowout or from the Comets here, but it's been a bit of a different game here tonight, and I think that, you know, the biggest thing for Middletown is just to work on their team culture and their discipline as a whole. And
because of that, the offsides and then the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Comets all the way up at their own 2 now with 2 straight. And now they're going to send their offense back out on the field, so Middletown could potentially have just cost themselves a 4-point swing. And Kaler looking ready. They have a big opportunity, but now Middletown has a chance to make a stand. And Kaler running outside, and he's brought down. Huge play from Casanova. Had the fumble recovery for a touchdown in the first quarter, and here in the fourth, gets a sack on a critical 4th and goal. Middies only down by 3, 7.5 minutes left in the game. What a break. Big time play.
I mean, Casanova probably could be, you know, best player of the game here for Middletown, potentially.
Yeah, player they've counted on all season, leading the GMC in tackles heading into this game. And now Davis in shotgun, takes it. He's gonna roll out right, throws it. Can't connect with his target, but there's a flag on the field. And that flag right where the ball was thrown.
Penalty was for holding against the Comet.
So Comets get a holding penalty there from coverage. So Davis and Malako get a little bit of break there. New set of downs now at the 22-yard line. Davis takes the snap, drops back to throw. Facing a lot of pressure. Aaron Spears trying to get to him. He gets the throw off and finds Malakote. Zach Rogers tried to jump that pass. That's a big time throw.
Pass was complete to Talon Malakote.
I mean, with that play from Casanova and that pass from Davis, Middletown's really just trying to refocus their efforts here and trying to gain, trying to get that potential yardage and just trying to turn this game, you know, back into their favor potentially.
But now Davis, all alone in the backfield, takes it. 5 receivers, and he's just going to run with it. Gets to the first down marker. It's going to be close, and official signal first down. So the Middies starting to move the ball now. Really important drive here. Now Chambers back in the backfield. Still 3 receivers out left. Davis takes the snap, drops back to throw. Goes to Malakote in the bubble. Incomplete.
Pass was intended for Talon Malakote. It was incomplete.
And Charlie Raymond, the junior defensive back, in coverage there.
Charlie Raymond had that
A nice play.
area of the field covered.
Second
As a
and 10.
reminder for the safety of our players, coaches, and officials, we ask that all spectators stay clear of the playing field following tonight's contest. No spectators will be allowed on the field. We thank you in advance for your cooperation.
Davis drops back to throw. Looks for his running back, but now he has to scramble. Has right. He's got some room and gets out of bounds after picking up the first down.
Helen Davis was the ball carrier.
I think this might be the most yardage that the Comets defense has given up the entire game. I mean, for the most part, they've been pretty impenetrable. I think the biggest thing right now for this defensive squad to focus on is just trying to figure out a way to stop some of the power that Davis is, you know, throwing.
Yeah, and Davis doing a nice job just moving the chains, keeping it up. And he tries to find Malakote, and drops have been an issue all game, not just for Malakote, but this entire Middies receiving core. That would have been a first down. You know, picked it up and then turned it up for a few more yards. Davis and Malakote just got to shake that one off. Under 6 minutes left in the game. The urgency picking up here. Davis drops back, tries to get a quick throw, facing a lot of pressure, and he's brought down for the sack. Aaron Spears got a hold of him. Now 3rd and long. Big time play coming up here. It's not quite 4-down territory here for the Middies, but you know, if they get 5, 6, 7 yards here, you have to consider going for it, because there's no guarantee you're getting the ball back. 3rd and 11. Davis drops back to throw. Clean pocket. No, it collapses on him. Bryce Falk tries to sack him. Davis pushes him off, and then Nick Sailors able to get the tackle. Davis found Lamont Chambers out of the backfield. Took a big hit from Bryce Falk. Somehow stayed out there with that big 6'4", 230-pound frame. Comes in, and now 3rd and medium. This offense is staying out on the field.
It's exactly what we've been talking about, you know, for most of the game. Just being able to take those hits with just his frame and his size, and that just overall athletic ability is helping this Middies squad tremendously.
Now, Davis and Chambers in the backfield. Davis drops back to throw, immediately hit, somehow still stays up. He's going down. It's going to be close. He is short. Comet's defense stops him ahead of the first down marker. Heck of an effort from Davis, breaking the sacks and rushing forward, but can't get the first down. Comet's going to take over possession. And now 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in this game. As long as they can play clean football, just run the clock out here. Middletown already used one of their timeouts. Kaler under center to the Sailors, who gets forward for a gain of 3.
Sailors this game, his tackles have just been crucial, especially in stopping Middletown's offense. And I mean, he's one of those players who's just able to be what the team needs anytime. I mean, that can be shown offensively and defensively, and just the way he's able to play with this team.
Yeah, and they weren't expecting him to use him this much on offense, but due to Hibbett's injury, he stepped into a big role similar to what he had last year. He's still in the backfield. Kaler under center. Comets with the hard count, trying to force Middletown off sides. And going to be a delay game penalty there. Comets have to move back. False start, so they had a player jump before the clock could hit 0. Now 2nd and 11, so just negated all the yardage that Sailors just got you.
I think, an option here for the Comets is just to slow down this gameplay. I mean, they have a 3-point lead, and they don't really need to do a whole lot.
Yep. Already taken off over a minute of play clock, as Kaler just hands that one off again. And Sailor's just going to get about as much yardage as he had on the first down play. And now timeout called. Middies. And this is a critical play for the Middletown defense. If you don't get a stop here, you're not getting the ball back most likely.
I'd say what would be most important here for Middletown to focus on, is getting a stop, but ultimately is just trying to figure out a way to just destabilize Kaler. I mean, take away his options there. As this team's been progressing, the biggest help for Middletown has been their defense, similar to the Comets, but it's just their ability to step in at those crucial moments has been lacking a little bit throughout this game.
Yeah, and they're going to need Casanova and company to come in big. He had that big-time 4th and goal stop, and then the touchdown earlier in the game. No doubt they're looking for him to make a big play here. Sailors and Kaler in the backfield. And Middletown jumped. And another mistake there. Another penalty on the middies. Just pushes them back again. 3rd and 7 would not have been. It's not a slam dunk for the Comets offense. Now only 3rd and 2. Continue to hurt yourselves with these unnecessary penalties.
Looked to me like that was on Majin Lewis. He's a senior here for the middies.
And Kaler takes the snap. Now he can hand it off to Sailors, who follows his blockers and gets the first down. So now, clock gonna get rolling pretty soon. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in this game. A new set of downs is gonna bode very well for their chances of winning this game. And it hasn't been the performance the Comets wanted. 2 key injuries on offense very early on. Been a bit of an ugly game, but their defense, carried them throughout the way. Kaler and these running backs have done a good job keeping the Comet offense going. And now they're just 2 minutes away from winning this football game. Kaler hands it off to Sailors. He's met close to the line. Terrell.
Max Johnson and Christian Pruitt make the stop.
Gabe Terrell is just junior for Middletown. He's been one of those players, along with Casanova, who's just been crucial to this team defensively.
Now 2nd and 7 for the Comets at the Middletown 38-yard line. Kaler takes this snap, hands it off again, continuing to run. And Sailors pushes forward for a gain of about 5. Middletown calls the timeout. Now just over a minute left in this game. This is their last stand. 3rd and 4 at their own 35.
To the biggest thing right now for Middletown, you can't afford any more penalties, especially with your position. You're down 3, 109 left on the clock. You just have to have that discipline, and you need it now. They've needed it the entire game. If I was the coaches, when they go into the locker room after this, I'd say the biggest thing to focus on is just team culture. It just seems to me like, you focus on that, you can fix a lot of the internal issues that are causing most of these penalties.
Yeah, despite that, still been a really, really tight game. The Middletowns have been in positions to take the lead in this football game, but their offense hasn't been able to come through thanks to some stout play from the Comets defense. But now Kaler taking the snap, critical 3rd down play, and Sailors pushes away. It's going to be close. Brought down right near the 1st down marker.
And again, it was Christian Pruitt making the stop, and he is close to the 1st down marker.
And 4th and short. So the Comets staying out there on the field, but
just a little short for the Comets.
This is the biggest play of the game for Middletown. They can take it back here. Only have a minute. You've used all your timeouts and by now, but we've seen crazier things happen. Only down by 3. And we're going to take now they're measuring it out. And oh gosh, that ball is really close to the 1st down marker. But call looks right. Sailors was just a little short. That's the definition of 4th and inches. Call's confirmed. So now the Comet offense gotta head back out on the field, but most importantly, Middletown defense with their last chance to get the ball back before this game ends. Kaler under center. And Middletown jumps off sides. The hard count works. And what a fitting way to end this football game really now. Only a minute left, no timeouts. Another set of downs for the Comets.
Once again, for the safety of our players, coaches, and officials, we ask that all spectators stay clear of the playing field following
now Comets in the best formation in sports, the victory formation. So they're going to take a knee. So the clock going to run for 40 seconds, and then they'll take one more kneel before this game's officially over. But Comets now going to advance to 4-1 on the season, staying undefeated in the GMC. Middletown falls to 1-4, 0-4 in the conference. But another close loss after a 1-point defeat against Lakota East last week. And now the Comets, they're going to face the Lakota East Thunderhawks next week at Lakota. And that's going to be a tight matchup. Those two teams, neighbors, close rivals. And then Middletown, their next game's against Sycamore. And the Comets able to squeak out a victory against Middletown. Had a bit of a scare, some injuries to some key offensive players, but their defense showed out big time. Didn't give up any points. The only Middletown score came in the first quarter off of Ronan Casanova fumble recovery for a touchdown. So the Comets definitely would have liked it to not be so close, but a lot to be proud of, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
I'd say the biggest problem that Middletown ran into this game was just their penalties. I mean, I'd say it even cost them the game. You can't afford to do that, and it would be on third downs, push the Comets into having a whole new set of downs, and you can't afford mistakes like that just over and over again. I think the biggest thing that they work on moving throughout the rest of the season is team culture. I think Mason goes into next week with East, and they try to move forward, try to keep their momentum going. Now 4-1, and just try to keep preparing for that as they go into before they hit West.
Yeah, in Middletown, they're going to go in the locker room saying we had a chance to win. We beat ourselves with penalties. But the Comets, now they're going to put their focus on getting healthy. Jake Bates should be back next week. Awaiting news on Larson Brown, Tay Hibbett, not too promising as of right now. But now on to Lakota East will be a big matchup, and we will be there streaming the game for you all. Thank you for